be the one.
A slap to your side, a push on my foolish pride. I'm out of my mind. I'm down from the endless high. Don't know who's losing, who's bruising, who's choosing to stick it through. So we fight with fire.
Welcome to a realm where the pulse of sports thrills and the spark of technology sizzles. Join Ronald Boleware and your charismatic host, Jay, aka Jonathan Anderson. Together, they unpack the latest in sports and technology. This is Noonish Sports and Tech.
Hey, what's going down, man? This is the Noonish Special Edition show. We got the 2024 College and NFL Preview show, man. You know who it is. It's your host, J.A., a.k.a. Jonathan Anderson, man. And we're going to have some fun today. I got props and everything, you know. But if you don't know, this is my co-host, my Ronald Boleware in the building, man. And without... What's up, Paul? You got
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
You ready for this thing?
Hey, I stay ready, then I don't have to get ready.
Yeah. I don't ever have to get ready. But hey, we're going to jump into this show because time is of the essence. So y'all know who this special guest is right here. Let me go on and bring him onto the screen. One good time, it's the MC, Mark Clayton, man. What's going down? Hold on. Let me get you on the screen. Gotta open that up. And gotta hit that right there. There he is. Popping his neck, y'all. What's going down, MC?
What up, brother? What's up?
Fresh.
What's up,
Hold on. We got Mr. Hands, Mr. 1-2 Bayou. You know what I'm saying?
1-2.
MC,
That's my favorite
what's
one.
good?
The 1-2 Bayou.
Hey, because it ain't no game. You already know what it is. Yeah, that's how you catch them slants, getting that open field real quick, you know?
Yes, sir.
Man, what's been going down, man? You know, you got a lot popping off. I mean, you know, talk to the people, man. You know, I know you stay on the scene, but tell these people what you've been up to, man, and a couple things you have coming into fruition that have been in progress.
Man, you know, just hacking at it. You know, family grew this summer. Well, grew in terms of who's living in the household.
Okay, I was about to say, hold on now. I ain't heard that news.
Nah, it didn't. Yeah, we just added one to the household.
Nice.
My son, Aiden, he's, you know, was living in Florida, so he's with us now.
Oh, that's
to
dope.
finish up his high school. So we're excited. We was super pumped to get him here.
That's awesome.
He'll be over at Keller High. You know,
nice.
Getting it in with the Keller Indians.
Yep.
So looking forward to some Friday night lights. As a parent, man, and then family's good, and man, I've been working, you know, on my Live headphone project.
Yep.
We've came a long way. Partners have been incredible, and looking forward to launching this fall, and you know, seeing where we're at.
Yeah, seeing what they're doing. That's LIVV, right?
LIVV. Yep.
Where can the people find a little information on Live on your headphones?
Hit me up. None of our stuff is live. You can go to liveaudio.com and there's a landing page. Put your email in there, and we'll reach out and let you know when it's time to go.
Man, that is so dope, bro, and super proud of you, man. I know that's been a project you've been passionately working on for a few years, so to see it coming to fruition for you, bro, I know it's like birthing a baby that's been in the bosom for a minute, you know?
Man,
that's dope.
For a good long minute. That concept, I sketched the first concept, like the first thought that I had was sketched in 2012.
Yeah.
We got our first little prototype. Bro, I still have, look at this. This is one of the very first little prototypes this will be on display at the deal.
It's like the history, like a little museum.
Huh?
Like a little museum. You know, it's like the history of the...
It is going to be set up kind of like that. And so you'll see the progression over the years of the headphone and how we got to where we're at today.
Oh, that's dope, bro. That is dope, man. Well, congratulations to you on the Live brand. Looking forward to seeing all the good things and hearing all the good things that come from it, you know? Yes, but let's get to it, man. So, you know, like I said, time is of the essence. We see this beautiful number 9 jersey in the back, man. No one's worn that number 9 at OU like you quite wore that number 9, Mr. Mark Clayton. So with that being said, how do you feel about your Sooners coming into this season? Big move to the SEC. from the Big 12. You got the man, Brent Venables, still in his third year now. So progress, right? His people should be in place at this point, right?
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
We should see I mean, you're absolutely right. We should see a jump in character and culture. When you come in, you want to build a program, and I think you build them from the inside out. So I'm looking forward to seeing, what we look like in the trenches, primarily on the defensive side. Offensively, we know we got, some holes, and we yet to see what that looks like in action. But I'm hopeful that we'll be a little above average, nothing incredible. But man, I'm looking forward to the season as everybody else is, and going into the SEC, everybody's like, man, y'all got a tough schedule and blah 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 and blah blah blah, and I see it and I feel it, and it's real. My deal was, you're looking at your Tennessee, your LSU, all of them really, even Alabama. These guys are figuring themselves out as well. Like, these guys had to replace some big time players, and that don't guarantee success. That don't guarantee chemistry. That don't guarantee anything. Yeah. You got to line it up in between them lines and see what's up. And so I'm just looking forward to knowing for a fact, like, when we go in, we believe we're going to win. Like, I got to speak to the team, be around the team this spring, and Coach has made it clear to squash any fear or anything with these guys, and these are the guys that he brought in, and these guys, they're dogs. Like, they like that, and so
it's a noticeable difference in personnel when you're just around the team. You like the is it a physical thing? Is it a mental thing? The way they approach practice, lifting, the game? Like, what do you see? I know you haven't seen a game yet, but you know what I'm saying.
It's both. It's physical. We got dudes that look like dudes. Like,
they're like OU football.
Go up, they're gonna pass the eye test. We got a handful of gladiators on that line. Like, looking at Barway, bro. He came in. He was kind of slender. He looked like Javon Curse-ish, like a safety that went to DN. But looking at him right now, he's a grown ass man. Man, that boy 6'6", and he's stout. Like, he ain't that slim no more. But there's a handful of guys.
Julius Peppers-esque.
Huh?
Julius Peppers-esque. Speaking of a Hall of Famer, right?
Yeah, Hall of Fame rep. Yeah, love Pep, bro. He ain't Pep. He ain't care. Pep is the other kind of motherfucker.
Hey, yeah. Yeah, but big swole cat is what I'm getting at, though.
Yeah, Pep ain't. Yeah, he was like a power lifter that was a real athlete.
Man, that boy played basketball for North Carolina.
For real, played.
Wasn't just on the team.
He wasn't just on exactly.
He was on that court, dog. Like little Barkley out there,
Bro, Pep. We played Carolina my sophomore year. One of our early games, and the score was like 45-7. Yeah. Guess who scored the touchdown?
Julius Peppers on a fumble recovery or deflection or something.
He bare pawed. He picked off a bubble pass. He called it.
Yeah, bro.
Took that shit to the crib, bro. Like, he was incredible. Like, he's
freak of nature.
Fun to watch, and awesome to say that I got to play with him. Like, But OU, on both sides, you can tell just from a physical standpoint and that our defense has been the focus, and the attitude of the team is really defense focused. Offense is, we're gonna spin it and we're gonna have to run the ball really well to protect this young quarterback, the two young quarterbacks that we got, which I think we got arguably the best QB room in the country, young and talent. Just
Arnold and who else?
Talent. Michael Hawkins.
Okay, and he's from Texas as well, or?
Texas as well. Yep.
Okay.
Emerson High School, like crazy numbers. Yeah. Didn't even play full games. Like, anyway, but stupid talent, and so I'm just I'm going into it. The confidence is in our defense first.
Man, hey, that's
that's
a great starting spot. Right, because the offense has to go against those guys every day.
Yep, offense is a work in progress. We got a young guy at the helm. Offensive line has question marks. We don't know. We just lost to Jaden Gibson. Big time guy, 6'6", lengthy, just you're kind of your throw it up guy, red zone guy. Anyways, but I'm looking at it and it's like, man, when you can pack your defense and you can run the ball well, you're going to be in games. And I think our quarterbacks, Jackson, I think is going to be able to grow and figure out how to make a couple plays, which I think will win us a couple games. He's gonna have to move more than I think he thought, or he's gonna have to move, I think. But in that, I just, I think thing about other teams is like, they have to come to play too, and they got to put together a full game too. And when you got a defense, I think you just.
Oh, you jumped off. Don't know where. There he is. Yeah, there he is. You just dropped off. Let me get you back on the screen 1 second. Yeah. Oop. Back at him. Like you never left.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
So Jackson Arnold. So I mean, in his appearances last year, I know Dylan Gabriel, he was the man. And first of all, let me just back up. Was it a OU decision to allow Dylan Gabriel to walk so they could develop Jackson Arnold? Or was that kind of like a blindsided type of situation since he had the relationship with the OC? We brought him over from, Florida or whatnot to be the man here at OU.
Yeah, I think it was, I don't know. I think Levy leaving probably was a part of, hey, let me see what's out there.
Gotcha.
But I think, and I know Oregon came at him hot and heavy.
Yeah.
Them bags are heavy.
Hey, bands will make you dance.
He in there for, something a little over $2 million.
Wow. Kidding me?
I consider it. And then, he over there with Uncle Phil pockets.
Yeah. Hey,
Oregon put together a good, and they put together a great recruiting class, and he's in a great situation.
Yeah, Phil Knight came out and said he'll pay whatever it is to get the guys. So it's hard to beat Nike when he's on everybody's chest in the NCAA.
So,
yeah, it's crazy.
But so you talked about Jackson's first, our first impression of his first game, and it was definitely some ill-advised throws, but the couple receivers failed him also on some plays. And I thought it was good for it being his first game as a freshman. He did well. I think a couple of those plays, the ball is held on to, or the ball is attacked by the receiver, and he has maybe a pick in that game, and which was his worst throw of the game. And we're talking, or we're seeing him in a different light. But I just think he learned, and that's what quarterbacks do. You got to learn, and you're gonna learn from mistakes. And so he's gonna make more mistakes.
Absolutely, young kid.
Mentally, I think he's a tough kid, and he'll be able to learn from it and grow from it.
Right on. So then, going into the SEC again, one thing that you have to account for is depth. How you feel about their depth, right? Because and I'm not, and it's not just per game. You got to have depth to get through the long haul, because every week is a battle, you know? Yep. So with it being his third year, do you think he's accumulated a good amount of talent up there? Do you feel good about, what they're rolling out, even on the defensive side?
Defensive side, I feel good. I think, and that's obviously his forte. That's what he's about, and that's what I thought what made him a great fit for coming to Oklahoma and leading us into the SEC. Mm-hmm. Offensively, it's patchy. We're already kind of thin in the O-line category anyway, so I have no. I mean, it's gonna take some prayers.
Hey,
some prayers, like, man, Lord, keep these guys healthy. And then have somebody blossom or it click for some. I don't know. Receiver depth, I feel good about. We got a number of good receivers. We got Burks in from what was it, Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
Very ridiculously explosive. And with everybody else, Andrell probably returning from his injury last year, and then Gibson and all the other guys. Like I think I feel good about our receiver depth, running back depth. We're strong there. Tatum has looked good in camp, per what I've heard, which is a big get. He was the number 1 running back in the country.
Yes.
So if he's able to come in and make an impact in any capacity, I think that's going to be huge for us. So I think we got 3 running backs between Saltruck, him, and I forget the other kid's name, but 3 running backs that's going to be pretty solid.
Yeah, got you. So now it sounds like OU is ready. The only big question marks is some pretty major spots, which is the O-line and quarterback with a young quarterback crew, right? But they should be all right with the experience around them. And they're always going to roll out some solid running backs, solid receivers, big tight ends that know how to catch it and block somebody. So, if it's an OU football, I think it's going to be fun for them, in this SEC. Yeah. So, there's going to be a couple more losses passed around this thing this year,
Yeah. My hope is, offensive is like, hey, just don't turn the ball over. If you can get some clock, if we can make a big play here and there, great. Don't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Don't turn it over.
Hey, just
keep that to a minimum.
Maintain, bro.
You're going to be all right.
Maintain, dog. You ain't even got to go get no ground effects and put no speakers and nothing on that thing. Just maintain the whip, dog. This thing gonna ride if you let it ride,
Yes, sir.
So, no, that's dope. So, I had to bring my prop. It's real. I feel good about these guys this year.
You should.
You can't really see the whole prop, but shout out Aaron Wood. My boy created this beautiful work of art for me. But Notre Dame, man, I'm pretty stoked about it. What's up?
Oh no, he like Notre Dame like that. I say okay.
Yeah, hey, it's that gold, though. It's the gold when I was a young buck that attracted me.
Okay, so Mark, so what's your expectations for wins and losses?
Oh man,
we can talk about the depth and this and that, but the real thing is, how many games you expect them to win?
Yeah.
I expect us to win 8 to 10.
Yeah. And you have 12 on the schedule?
Okay.
12 games on the schedule or 11?
12 games on the schedule.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
That is 8 to 10 wins.
Okay. But that's very impressive in a SEC with a young quarterback, bro.
First year, young quarterback is, and that's huge. The quarterbacks these days, I think when you say young quarterback, is like second year quarterback almost, with the way quarterbacks are coming in and showing out early. They have that pressure and the training that happens outside of ball at an early age. I think reflects that. When we look at what Joe Burrow did, what Mahomes, like all these young quarterbacks that went into the league and did well, but there's also young quarterbacks in college that have came in young and did well. But he's one of those kids who was kind of a protege, kid that had training all his life. Yeah. So the expectations are high, and rightfully, and they should be. And I don't think he would want it any other way. So I say yes, young quarterback, to give him grace in a sense, but you were the guy. You were Gatorade Player of the Year. Like we expect you to be that.
You was bred for this, and this is your moment. So execute.
Yeah. I'm banking in the fact that you're gonna figure this shit out.
Yeah.
By the time Tennessee come to town.
Man, yeah. Except for opening day, first game or first home game.
Our first SEC game.
Ooh.
Our first SEC game is versus Tennessee in Norman versus Josh Heupel.
Oh wow!
Coming back to Norman and
holy cow,
head coach at Tennessee. That's crazy. That's really cool.
Yeah,
so that's one of the games I want to go to. Huh?
Josh was your quarterback, right?
He's the coach of Tennessee?
Heupel. I said Norman. Josh Heupel. Yeah, he's the head coach.
No, you said Heupel. You said it right.
Oh, okay. Yep. He's the head coach.
Oh, he's the coach of Tennessee now?
He's the head coach at Tennessee now.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know.
So crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, you gonna be on that Tennessee sideline?
I'm gonna go give him a hug.
Yeah, then come on back.
It's like, what up? Hug my guy up, and then get back on the
get back on the good side.
Back to the dark side.
Yeah, dog. Gotta go disrupting volunteers for a little bit, but no, man, that's what's up. So, also, we're gonna talk a little bit of NFL, and we're keeping it quick just because time constraints. But Lamar Jackson coming in this year. The Ravens have seen several changes in the offseason, right? Players that are moved on. They got, I think, 2 O-linemen not coming back from last year? Or 2? Is it 2 or 3?
3, I believe.
3 O-linemen not coming back from last year. And then
Quinn.
The defensive side, Quinn going to Pittsburgh, which was crazy to me. I don't see how any Raven could ever. That's like treason.
Yeah.
But
Pat PQ. Yeah.
Him and the backup quarterback went to Huntley went to Cleveland, which is also like treason.
He's still in division.
Yeah, which is wild to me. But
Ray, it's like treason until you see that money. And then it's like business now.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. Hey, so when you're on the other side, you understand that. You know what I'm saying? You're not as loyal to the organizations after you realize they're not as loyal to you
either.
Yeah.
But how did you feel about Quinn going over to Pittsburgh before we just jump into the Ravens?
Man, I'm like you gotta do what you gotta do. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to Pittsburgh if you feel what warm welcome and all that shit. Like, get your money, bro. Get your money.
Yeah, get your money.
I don't know. It's just weird to me because I feel like the Ravens have such a tight knit organization, and the players are.
It's still business. It's still business. And it is tight knit. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna come back to Baltimore and get love. Like the fans are gonna be like, bro, respect.
Straight up.
And
he won't
the
get
organization is like respect. But you got, it's all good. And to think about, like, who else in football has a similar mentality defensively? Or
Pittsburgh.
as good as, you know what I'm saying? Like that,
Pittsburgh.
If you were to go somewhere, you probably want to go somewhere that fit something where you came from. Like Baltimore is, what we are defensively, and Pittsburgh is literally right there. Like, literally right there. So I think from wanting to be somewhere where I'm familiar with the style of play and how dirty, how grimy they are, how
grimy,
like
both
Pittsburgh
of those,
like that. So I get that.
Yeah, to me, both of those are linebacker teams. Not just recently, over that long history, man. Pittsburgh have always had great linebackers, and the Ravens have too. Yeah. So it's kind of like, okay, let me go somewhere. It's like if you're a good linebacker in high school, I want to go to Penn State, linebacker you. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the way I look at it.
Yeah.
It's almost like a even trade
like
or whatever.
Move.
I'm going
lateral,
somewhere that emphasize linebacker play. I'm going to say it like that.
Yeah. Were they all the man on the defense?
Yeah.
Right? The quarterback of the defense. No doubt. So I'm going to make a statement real quick, Mark, and I want you to I want you to give me the first thing that comes to your mind after I make this statement, okay? Lamar Jackson and Dak Prescott are the same player.
Not at all.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, let me say this, Mark.
I did that on purpose.
Dak Prescott and Lamar Jackson get the same results.
And that's what my statement was based on.
No.
They don't. Okay. Let me say this, Mark. They're both. Ooh. Dak is 2-5 in the playoffs. Lamar is 2-4. Lamar got 11 turnovers. Dak got 9. All in the playoffs. And they both go to the playoffs and lose and disappoint their teams. That's what I'm talking about. They get the same results in that manner.
Okay. I would say in that manner. So numbers. All right. My only thing is Lamar has taken the team further. They had the first round bye, which 2-4. They didn't have to play a wild card or game wild card game. So okay, fair stat wise.
Yeah.
You can't. Those numbers don't lie.
You can't argue with that.
I can't.
It sucks.
And in the game that Baltimore had a chance a couple times later in the game.
Lamar turned it over.
Picks. That's right.
Yeah.
And then we had the fumble, but that's not on Lamar. So yeah, those numbers do not lie, and I don't disagree with them. But I would say more people are afraid of Lamar than they are of Dak.
They have to prepare for Lamar.
Like
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's
in the regular season.
But results.
In the regular season.
Yes.
Yeah, in the regular season.
They got to prepare for him too in the playoffs. Like they have to prepare for Lamar Jackson in the playoffs.
Indeed.
He is the man.
Absolutely.
And finding a way to stop him is you have to have the right person. That's a matchup thing right there. Right? And from a personnel standpoint, I would take Lamar Jackson over Dak Prescott any day of the week. But
yeah.
But when you say they're not the same player, what were you thinking that's on the initial statement that I made?
Yeah, they're not the same. Well, first of all, they both throw the ball. I say Lamar throws the ball well. Dak throws the ball well. Throwing the ball under pressure late in the season, they both have their faults. But there's one, like Lamar's legs is just way above and beyond what Dak does, and they actually use them. So
yeah,
that's just a whole nother. And because I'm like, man, the best kind of offensive scheme that had a dual threat QB at the helm that I've seen was Philadelphia a couple years ago when we went to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
They literally spread the field perfectly.
Yeah,
you had to. They ran the ball well. They had QB run game that was strong. They threw the ball down the field. They threw intermediate routes. They threw screens, and you didn't know which was coming and when.
Yep.
It was literally unstoppable. That
was it,
Super Bowl game
45-42 or something that game?
Or one punt.
Yeah.
It was it was the perfect balance of what I feel like an offense should look like with the multiple quarterback.
Yeah.
And I felt like we moved in that direction last year with Lamar, and we were very dominant. I think we got away from the run late in the playoffs, but I think Lamar gives you the ability to have this offensive scheme that is literally unstoppable.
Yeah.
Period. And you have to cover everything in every blade of grass with it. That's Dak doesn't give you that.
No, he don't. No, he don't. And that's the disappointing thing to me about Lamar is that he got all this, but he don't deliver. That's my thing with Lamar.
Yeah.
Everything that Jonathan said about Lamar is true. As far as talent-wise and how he look and who would you rather have. And he got 2 MVPs, the same amount of playoff wins too. So, I'm just saying, I don't care how you get there.
Yeah.
I want the results to be different.
And my point is this, right? Lamar, he's played one playoff in the past 3 years, right? Because of 2 injuries, or 1 injury and then 1 year just contract/injury ? Nobody knows, right? Sacrificial year, but he's lost to some very good defenses, like historically good defenses, just about every year. The Titans were, and I don't know if you remember that defense, but they were stout that year.
Okay. Well, they were the first ones that went with what did they do? They put 4 safeties in the game. I think it was, or they went.
Yep. Effective,
bro.
Speed, right? Effective. They can cover the field much better, and those safeties hit like backers. It's like a slash position, a safety slash linebacker is the way they were playing them. And is that? I'm guessing that's what Pittsburgh's been doing to be successful against them. Again, it's personnel. You gotta have enough linebackers that can do
great
that.
defenses. They didn't win the Super Bowl. The Titans didn't win the Super Bowl.
Yep.
The Chargers didn't win the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And Buffalo didn't win the Super Bowl.
Yep.
The only good defense that he played that won the Super Bowl
was Kansas City.
Yeah. So those other defenses wasn't that good because somebody else beat them.
Oh,
Somebody else beat them. It doesn't matter who beat you when you lose.
Or
see,
Burrow.
to me, all that. See, Uncle's old school country and barbaric and all of that. I don't give a damn about what happened. I just care about the W and the L.
Yeah.
I don't care who you play.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
How you play. You got 2 MVPs. You should be able to overcome some of that. Why you got the MVP?
Well,
I mean, I'm just saying.
He got
That's just me.
Did he get it his rookie year or his second year?
It doesn't matter when you got it. You was the MVP. You was the most valuable player in the league. So be the most valuable player when you play those teams. Do the same thing that got you the MVP against those teams.
Yeah. Well, they schemed him out of that.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this: schemes only work when you got good players. Schemes don't work. Players. This is what I believe. Schemes don't work. Players do. Because all the schemes that work always have good players.
Yeah, you got to execute. Yeah, for sure. And that's coaching.
Because you see 2 teams run the same scheme, but one do very well with it and one do average.
Absolutely.
Because you got average players and you got better players.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And I know we don't have much time, but before, and I can't argue with that, huh? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. See, he think I don't like Lamar. I'm mad at Lamar because he let me down.
Yeah.
Because he don't do what he can do.
Yeah.
He don't do what I think he gonna do. So am I
he's
mad at
capable.
Lamar? I know he's very capable, and I'm mad at him because he don't.
Well, I'm mad at Dak, and I don't think he's capable anymore.
I'm not even mad at Dak because I don't think Dak can do it.
And by the way,
No.
how do you feel about Trey Lance? I don't know if you've seen any of his was it training camp or any of the blue and white scrimmages or anything like that. But how do you feel about him right now?
It was overpicked.
He was overpicked?
The hype, I think he was overpicked. I think he's essentially a career backup that may figure it out late in his career. But I haven't been impressed. Still haven't been impressed.
Wow.
Like in anything that I've seen.
Yeah,
he's
well,
okay.
I mean, I watched yesterday's most recent practice.
Okay.
And, just from no expectations, I'm just watching. I do see that he has more zip on his ball than Dak. He has better touch on his ball, on certain balls than Dak, right? He sells some, but he threw some really good balls yesterday. And then, like you mentioned with Lamar, I think his athleticism could be a very, I'm ready to see the Cowboys move on from what we know is going to happen with number 4. Okay, that booty hole gets real tight come playoff, and pick sixes are given out like trick or treats.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
you want to see a tight booty hole and pick sixes, put Trey Lance in.
Thank you, Mark.
I'd rather watch that and let him get through and deal with it.
What you mean?
I'd rather see him get through it, man. Go ahead and get through it, man.
Mark.
And if you suck, then let's draft a quarterback early. But we got to get past what we're doing, is what I'm saying.
Hey.
So you just,
Mark, I don't think J.A. understand how hard it is to throw 36 touchdowns and have 9 interceptions. Come on, man. That's not because if it was that easy.
Whatever, all that, fuck that.
Yeah, I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that. That regular season, out of there.
Trey ain't doing that either.
Yeah.
Hey. See, this is my argument.
But he might grow. You see what Jordan Love did? I think that can be Trey eventually.
Bro, Jordan Love arm talent was crazy before was better than Trey Lance's arm talent coming in.
Are you sure? Because Trey got a nice little whip on him.
It was a whip. He did, but he didn't throw, like, there wasn't enough sample size of that whip as much as it was with Jordan Love. I could see, like, dang, even with Mahomes when he was super early, you could see, like, dang, like, there was enough of film where you could see some throws that was just like, bro, wow. Throw when he threw it back across the field for a touchdown when Oklahoma was in, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Love had some of that.
Yeah.
So I didn't see this from Trey Lance.
Yeah.
So that's all. But anyway, back to Trey, bro. He got some development to do, and he can do it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he can't. I just say he ain't there. He ain't there.
You don't think he's there yet?
And to replace Dak, you're not going to get that
another year or two behind
production.
Dak. Another year or two behind your 30 touchdown quarterback.
I say I sacrifice a couple wins, man. That's all I'm saying. I sacrifice a couple.
Man, nah.
Just so I can, I want to.
You
see
put him
growth.
in. You talk about miserable.
Thank you.
Bags on your head. During
this
the
is
season.
see
There's
this
no
is
playoff hope at
Mark.
that point.
Mark, before I let you, before I know you got to go, but this is what I tell JA. This is what you can get from Dak Prescott. You can get 12, 13 wins and a first-round playoff loss. That's better than a lot of that's better than 6 or 7 wins and not going.
You get blue balls from Dak.
You get blue, yeah.
Get blue balls from Dak, bro.
You get right at the.
Yeah, dog.
Right
And then, go to bed.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Mark, I'm not trying to rush you, man, but I know you got something to do. It's 11:40,
bro.
Man.
No, I definitely appreciate you joining us for the show, bro. It's all love. Be out sporadically through the season, man, and talking with us.
I'll be back.
Little college, little NFL, man. Looking forward to it, bro. Good luck with the Live brand, the headphones, man. I know it's gonna pop. Looking forward to it, bro. So, awesome, hey, we'll see y'all later, man. This is it for the 24 College and NFL preview show, baby.